Oh. Woo, that burns. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Something Slightly Different, starring your host, Charlie. That would be me. I know my replacement host is asleep right now. Therefore, he cannot be here. So, you have to deal with me. All right. So, bad news first. Due to my limited ability of editing said videos, I don't know what said videos are, but okay, fine. Editing videos. I am going to have to try another route to try to get the Keynote by Warren Spector. Apparently, the process that I did ate some of the, took itty bitty little pieces out of the video. I was able to get the video and audio separated. But the problem is that when I try to piece it back together, the audio is longer than the video. And the video, I think, is actually moving like a tad bit faster. So like when I lined up one piece, now the, later on about 20 seconds, totally off. So yeah, I'll have to figure that one out. Let's see here. What can I tell you? How to phrase this? Excuse me. That's what I get for chugging a Kickstarter right before this. There is going to be a Thursday night hangout. Of course, because it'll be Thursday night in 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. And of course, we want you to be a part of it. So what do you need to do? Well, of course, all you need to go do is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, go log into twitch.tv/alteredconfusion. And of course, you can join in the chat. Now, I know the one downside to the chat is the fact that you need to have a username to utilize the chat. That kind of sucks. So we're trying to find a way around it. We haven't figured one out. Good news though, Zealious informed me that my version of the the screen capturing, nice little, or my video feed with the pictures and all that stuff. Turns out that the software I was using was like 1.5 versions behind, which of course for the smart geeks that you are, you're like, holy shit, that's like ancient. So it turns out that's why I couldn't do the YouTube gaming thing, because my thing was so old that it didn't know what the hell YouTube gaming was. So good news is that we'll have that fixed. Bad news is, there's no bad news, I don't think. I'm going to try to stream something over there. Man, I always have stuff to say, and then when I get in front of the camera, it just goes, and off it goes. It's very odd. It really is odd. Because there are times where I'm like, oh man, I need to talk about this because this is pissing me off. And then as soon as I finally get in front of the camera, I'm like, what was that thing that pissed me off? Apparently it didn't piss me that far off, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, so I know that I keep doing this public outcry, or not outcry, but public plea for help. Please help us, we're in trouble. We're not in trouble, it's more that Altered Confusion has basically reached the capacity in which I can do everything solo. Yes, I know Zealious helps out from time to time, and Jesse once in a blue moon. But let's be honest, the vast majority of it is Altered Confusion is me, and I want to allow Altered Confusion to grow where I think it can grow. The only issue is because I'm the only cog in the entire machine, I can't do it all. I mean, can you even fucking imagine? 2 years ago, I was doing video podcasts. I was doing playthroughs. I was doing, I was trying to do at least 2 to 3 game reviews a week. I was doing a 5-day-a-week webcomic. I was trying to write a novel. Oh my God, what the fuck? Funny story, when you have kids, you kind of have to slow down in some regard. Or you have a mental breakdown and you just go insane. Guess which one I had? I'll leave it at that. And of course, my whiteboard is so old that I don't even know what that is. Hmm. Who even knows? I have found it interesting that I do have like these tendencies where I am a creature of habit. Once I do something in repetition, like something I do every day, I really have a hard time breaking that thing. Let's say every single time I go to Target, I have to buy something. I buy that something. No questions asked. Even if I don't need it. I already have 16 boxes of movie size candy, but it's $1 a piece, so I get 10 more. I think my latest fix is, oh, I have random dollar bills in my pockets. Let me pull out 2, and whatever those 2 are, I'm going to put it in the lotto scratch machine and buy lotto tickets. Which, hey, everyone needs a dream. Everyone would love to win the lotto, and hell, if I won the lotto, it might be a little easier on Ultra Confusion, because I could actually pay people. Because right now, the only thing I could do for you, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen who want to help out Ultra Confusion, is maybe throw a couple review codes your way, give you some credit, maybe some cross-promotion, invite you on the show. If you're at the conventions, of course, invite you to do the panels. Maybe hook you up with some swag that we don't have the budget for, but we'll figure it out. Because we got, like, I don't know, 2 Ultra Confusion t-shirts, about 48 Ultra Confusion lanyards, and like 20 Ultra Confusion buttons left. Yeah. And of course, we want to make Ultra Confusion bigger and better. We want to buy a nice like cube computer that we can run Steam on, so that we could show you these amazing indie games. We're retiring the Ouya. We want to have some cool swag to give away, like t-shirts and lanyards and buttons. And for some reason in my mind, immediately I go coffee cups. I don't know why coffee cups. Coffee, what was it? I guess, you know, you could go with the stereotypical gamer of, I drink coffee so I can stay up. But let's be honest, I drink caffeinated beverages that are not coffee. I don't like hot liquid while I'm playing games. But for me, I would never drink coffee. I would drink hot chocolate, which would make you sleepy. And therefore, I'd defeat the purpose because I want to stay up. Which reminds me, staying up, Ultra Confusion will be taking part in Extra Life, the Extra Life event happening November 7th. For, I think, Ultra Confusion, I think I'm aiming for 4 a.m. Eastern Time to 4 a.m. on the 8th Eastern Time. So that 24-hour span. I know everyone's like, well, why don't you just like do it halfway through the day? You know, you can sleep resting, because I have family obligations that I can't take 2 days off. I could take maybe a day off because I'm doing it for charity. Speaking of which, it is a charity event. I need your donations. I don't care what the amount is. You got $1 you can donate? Donate the $1. You got $50 to donate? Donate the $50. You'll feel better about yourself. It is for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Atlanta's Children's Healthcare Atlanta, yeah. Which, of course, I personally have been to quite a few times. I did fall through my parents' ceiling once and bounced off a 14-foot ladder and landed on the concrete padding of the garage, and amazingly did not break a bone. I've also gone for slightly more embarrassing things, like a fish hook stuck in my head. Well, actually, it wasn't a hook, it was a lure. You know, one of those like minnow lures that's got like the 3-prong hooks on the front and the back? Yeah, I had the front one right there in the hairline, which is probably why my hair is receding. That's age. I've got, you know, I'm bald. It's stress, man! And then, of course, my sister, fought a bunch of illnesses. So did my other sister. My buddy was there because we were LARPing before we knew what the freak LARPing was in the woods around my house. And we were just trudging back when I think it was the third of the 4 people, and we're just walking. We're walking the exact same line, and somehow my buddy ends up stepping on a branch that no one else stepped on, and that branch goes, flip, and then into his calf it goes, and blood. It was gruesome, and we took him to Children's Healthcare Atlanta. And they patched him up. Though the dude who put the stitches in apparently did it wrong. Well, you gotta win them all. At least they were able to stop the bleeding. Gotta look at the bright side of life. That's what I learned from Monty Python. If you don't know what Monty Python is, look it up. It's amazing. It is something you have to watch. It is a cornerstone of awesomeness. Speaking of cornerstones of awesomeness, is it just me, or yeah, it's probably just me. I love, there's like all these TV shows and movies out there that everyone's like, oh god, they're terrible. I'm like, oh my god, it was awesome. Like there was a show on TV like not a long time ago, but a while ago called Life. I really liked it. It was about a disgraced cop who gets put away in prison for I think it's like 5 years, and then gets out, and it turns out that he didn't do the crime that was said to be done, and he starts trying to uncover it, and he teams up with this female cop who's out to prove herself because her dad's like a big honcho in the cops and there's corruption, and it got canceled pretty dang quick. There was also that detective show with Jeff Goldblum called Reigns, which was just kind of a filler where he was solving crimes and he was talking to his best friend, a black guy who turned out to be dead. So he was talking to a ghost, I think. I don't know. So of course Firefly, but everyone will say Fox screwed that one up royally. As for movies, Grandma's Boy. How could you go wrong with Grandma's Boy? Waiting. How could you go wrong with Waiting? I'm trying to think of another movie that I like that everyone likes. I love the early Ernest movies. So Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Saves Christmas, and Ernest Scared Stupid. Those 4. Anything else? Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest whatever. No. But those, Ernest Rides Again, Goes to Camp, I couldn't see that enough. Goes to Jail, it's good. Saves Christmas, of course. And then Scared Stupid, it was kind of stupid, but it was, it was Ernest, and I needed my fix. Yes. Yes, but back to the... Woo! Saved it! But back to my weird, compulsive habits. See, back when I was a youngster in college, which was a little bit longer ago than I'd like to admit, I basically spent all of my RA money on anime, which wasn't a lot. I got a check for $128 every 2 weeks. I immediately took that check, and I'm dating myself with this reference, but I would go to the Media Play in Charlotte and spend all $128 in one fell swoop. Because I knew that I could bum beer off other people, and, what was the other thing? Oh, I had a meal plan. So fine, I would spend like $100, and then keep 26 over, so I could go to this amazing Japanese restaurant. It was hibachi, kind of hibachi. It was called Sake Express. I swear to God, I'm going back up to Rock Hill in the very, very near future. And if Sake Express is not there, I will burn the fucking city to the ground. I'm just saying. I don't know what they put in their special sauce, but holy shit balls. Anyways, so I went through the anime thing. Of course, then I went through trying to collect I think it was PlayStation 2 games for a bit, or PlayStation 1 games. Yeah, PlayStation 1 games. I went through this deal where you had, literally, you would have the change drawer, but for me it was in my car. It was in my what do you call it, ashtray, because I didn't smoke. And I would just throw all my change in there, and then if I got close enough to a GameStop, before I knew that GameStop was the devil, I would literally just take all the change out of my ashtray and then count it all out and go, okay, I have this much money to spend on a game. Let's go find the cheapest PlayStation 1 game I could find. And ta-da! I got some really good games. I also got some really shitty games. What was the other thing? There was one summer I spent in Seattle where I did workshops at DigiPen, and I started trying to buy every single GameCube game I could get my hands on. let's see. Aha. The first time I was working for the telecommunications company that I worked for 5 years, the first time I worked was almost 5 years, I had this deal of when I went to Target during lunch break, I would go to the Marvel superhero aisle and I would try to pick up new Marvel action figures. I would take them out of the box, because screw you guys and keeping the shit in the box. I want to play those motherfuckers. But I didn't actually play with them. What I would do is they had this nice little like black stand that actually had like a number and the name of the character. And I'd super glue their ass to that stand so that they would stand up straight. And I had about 30 or something. And then, of course, there was a pipe burst in the utility closet, and of course that all got ruined. The specialty painted robot that I got from BlizzCon, the one year I went to BlizzCon, got ruined. That was sad. Comic books, I've done that. For manga, I've done that. Anime, I have over 400 DVDs of anime and probably, I don't know, over 30 Blu-ray discs of anime, and then other movies. Web comics. I don't know, shit. I do random stuff. I'm a compulsive person. I can't help it. I probably could, but I don't want to help it. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So I know I've gone way too long, but you know what? It's my show. I do what I want. Tomorrow you will not see something slightly different, as my wife and I will be going for a belated anniversary dinner. Our anniversary was actually the 11th of October, but unfortunately, I spent half of that day at Siege in a failed attempt to interview people, and the other half we just kind of had like a lay low night. I sent her flowers, which amazingly enough, it is now the 20th. Those flowers are still freaking looking great. So I don't know who the hell, like, I guess 1-800 flowers. I bought them through there. But whomever the florist is who got those flowers, holy crap, those flowers, they're real flowers. I checked. They're amazing. They still look amazing. Yeah, they look amazing. All right, I'm done. This is something slightly different. Thank you for tuning in. For myself, Charlie, it's been a pleasure to give you the crazy stuff coming on my mind. The stuff that I promised is coming on the Thursday night hangout. And I, of course, will reveal the last of the 3 contestants that won the Ultra Confusion prize. But have no fear. If you want to win more prizes, tell us about it. Well, what cool things could we do? What cool contests could we do? What cool game are we missing out on? And more. Tell us. Because seriously, well, okay, fine. Tell me, because I'm the one who's listening. I'm the one who answers the emails. I'm the one who, keeps an eye on all this stuff. By the way, if anyone out there, fan, or someone who has social media prowess, wants to help us kind of, glitter up our post on Ultra Confusion and put them out into like Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff, please contact us. You can do that by going to www.alteredconfusion.com and select the Contact Us tab on the top toolbar. You can also, of course, hit us up on Twitter and on Facebook. Twitter is Ultra Confusio. That's Ultra Confusion without the N altogether. YouTube is Altered Confusion LLC, where you can find all of our amazing videos that will be mind-blowing or mind-dulling, depending on which video you're watching. And of course, Facebook, Altered Confusion. Just type it in. You'll find it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you Thursday for the Thursday Night Hangout with myself and Zelius, and perhaps, maybe, just maybe, a special guest. But I have to run it by management. And by management, I think you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, you can always hit me up, and I'll tell you, because I will not admit this on video because I value my life. So, for me, to you, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on Thursday for another raucous Thursday night. And yes, we will test the internet like several different ways to make sure that our stream actually works. So, yay! Fourth up.